look. It's like, oh, snap.
And Andy like,
Anthony was like, come here. He was like, y'all just go in. Man, we went in.
man, you know I gotta come. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Dude is funny.
Future. Go into depth of the process of how each song was created and inspiration, native backgrounds, and people you're trying to reach.
So basically, man, I was bored. I was bored during COVID, and I felt like it was a great time to practice and perfect my gift. And so with that, I took 21 days, starting in the month of March, to really enhance my skill set from multiple backgrounds as a musician. A lot of times we stick to a genre, and I'm kind of slowly moving away from that, from being a genre musician. Well, I play jazz or I play gospel. Well, if you can do it all, then you're in that category. So that's what I did. Every day I composed music from scratch. And in my mind, it was just like, yo, this was fun. And I got a great response from it. It was something that I did not expect to do consistently, but I stuck it out. It was a challenge too, because some days I was researching certain ethnic backgrounds I had no knowledge of, whether it was hip hop, some things I thought I knew about hip hop as far as the type of beat to use, or Arabic type of backgrounds, or if it was a salsa beat that I wanted to do. So I started researching, you know what I'm saying? I started to put together these ideas, and I started to create it because it challenged me as a composer, and also creating an environment for me to know what it's like to be indulged into environments that's going to challenge me. So yeah, man. So during COVID, number one, nobody knew what was going on. Let's start with that. So I think that was the greatest challenge about that season, when it first started, when it started flaring up, was like, yo, what's going on? But I felt the need to create. I felt the need to inspire individuals as well. So I just began to create music, and yes, it was very challenging, because I was dealing with things as it pertains to people in my family, and deaths, and just all types of things in different forms, if that makes sense, that help encourage the challenge, if that makes sense. But I got through it, and a lot of people thanked me for it. I didn't want to do it sometimes, and there were days where it would take me like an hour to finish just 10 seconds, and I did these compositions at no greater than 1 minute. So each composition on the page on Instagram is no longer than a minute, and eventually I extended them. We'll get to that. But I extended them, but it was a challenge. Some days it was super hard to just get up and even try, but I made sure that I did it. And when I got to that place, I was like, yo, I can do another one. And then I started buying outfits. I started going out with people. Hey, y'all got a cowboy hat in here? I'm at Walmart looking for bandanas and mustaches, and they like, dude, you not at a party store? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? So that was all a part of the process, was even finding the right outfits. That was even a challenge, during the season, because you couldn't go to nothing. Everything was closed. So it was weird. It was fun. It was challenging, all at the same time. So all in all, man, I just enjoyed the journey, yo. That was crazy. The things needed to be creative, I believe, is number one, confidence. If you're going to choose to be creative, number one, you're stepping out of what's already existing, right? So if I wanted to create a song from thin air, I have to step out of what already exists. So if I want to go, it's Feimstro now, that's from thin air, right? It took confidence to do what I just did, believe it or not. But you also have to be mindful of the content that you're using, and its context. So if I was to say, it takes boldness, it takes creativity, it takes confidence, and it takes content to realize what it takes to be creative in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.